Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Tigers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Prescott. His throw incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's third down and 14.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Foster. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 24. Check 24. Rip list. Choose the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Guys, it's game 6.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the back, watch the back. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Colts.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run with Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down back at the 27. That's the
start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
6-yard line.
43.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Running from the gun with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Watch the ship.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Check 31. Hey, 57.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
31's the mic.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They run with Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Fielded at the 43. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards. yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. The football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd down back at the 42.
3-3. Watch one. Tighten up. Tighten up. That's it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
By Julian Blackman.
A give to Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike 35.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to loft, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Got an open man, it's Foster, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Prescott off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
I'm going to come back to you.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bring it. 35's the night. You can't.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He's looking for Ridley again. And it's second down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott from the gun. Open man, here's Foster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. One last shot now for Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played